I want to talk about grieving. So when I reverse the stage Lyme disease, and I'm sitting in that reversal era now, there's like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're so radiant, you're so happy, you're so da 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 da. And I am so happy, and I'm so blessed for everything I went through, because of what I'm able to do now. Okay. And I'll say this: when I was dying, I was like, I'm gonna cry. I was like, Lord, take me out of this. And if I could just help one person, it'll all be worth it. And I tell people this when I meet with them all the time on Zoom. He said, I'll take that one person and I'll raise them hundreds. So I am so blessed beyond measure with that. And to be able to spread the word of God and further God's kingdom. Like, I'm so about that. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. But now I will say there are many times that I'll think of something when I was sick, or something will remind me of being sick, and like take you right back to that. And I'm not kidding. I will sob. I will sob because the pain of what I went through will always be there. You know what I mean? Like, it'll always be there because it was so real. It's what I went through for years and years and years. So it's okay to think about that stuff and cry still. It's okay because you are releasing it. And it's okay to grieve for with what you went through. Even when you are super joyous that you're not there anymore, you're super joyous for what you've learned, you're super joyous for just everything that came out of it. But there's going to be some things that remind you of it, and you're allowed to cry. You're allowed to be like, that really sucked. All right? You're allowed to do that. And I feel like some people don't feel like they are allowed. Like, it's like, oh, that was past me. It's not me anymore. I have to hide my feelings. I have to hide that. No, you don't have to. You really don't. And I feel like a lot of people, like, I'll say this, like, in life, like, I made a video recently that's like, once you become healthy and you're like, oh, I don't have Lyme disease anymore, or whatever disease anymore, everyone is like, oh my gosh, like, she's perfectly fine now. She could da-da-da-da. And I'm like, that's not true. Like, I just can't do some of the things I used to be able to do because these things ate at my body for so many years, and there's some damage left over. Like, I'm healthy, there's some damage left over. You know what I mean? And I'm believing in full healing. And I'm working every day to remineralize my body constantly and giving it the best environment to be able to regrow muscle, tissues, organs, like all that kind of stuff, everything to be able to rejuvenate. But people just don't get it. So if people don't get it, my DMs are always open. I have a long response time, so please forgive me. But feel free to message me because I get it. And being alone in those things aren't easy. So if you need to cry, you can cry. And I'll listen. Love you guys.